So do you want to put it on slideshow?
Yes, please. It's on slideshow now.
Okay.
Yeah, so for me, I'm going to share the first thing about scholarship as a professional in the field of humanitarian and development. It's about you knowing your philosophy versus your career goal. Everybody wants to get a scholarship, be it master's level, a PhD level. You have to connect this. What is your philosophy in life? What do you want to achieve in life? What interests you? That's the first question you have to ask for you to start looking for a scholarship or a PhD or a master's level, as the case may be. So when you know your philosophy, for instance, like I was presenting in the last presentation I did with Doctor, separate class, for me, my philosophy is I want something, I want to help people. I want to do something that will touch more lives, will impact people at the local level. That is my philosophy in life. Some persons might be, okay, I want to be a businessman. I want to have a business that will earn lots of money, and I'll become so rich. So it depends on your philosophy. And in defining your philosophy, you have to link it to your career goal. I give an example. I was working in the government for 6 years in Abuja. And I woke up, I said, this is not where I'm supposed to be. I don't like government work. I don't like bureaucracies in government. So I have to define my path. So I had to resign. I fired myself. I resigned. So because I was looking at what will match my own philosophy in life, my thinking in life, my worldview. And my worldview is to be there for people. So that's why I left and went into humanitarian. So when you know your philosophy, you match it with your career goal. You'll be able to define your career goals. What you want to be, you want to be a professor to do research. You want to do this. It's very easy to define your career goal when you know your philosophy in life. That's the first thing. The second thing is you have to go below the bottom line before going above the bottom line. What do I mean? Knowing your philosophy, right after your philosophy, it's your bottom line. What the bottom line means, what is your vision in life? What are you thinking? Where are you looking yourself in the future, near future? What are the things you want to do? So defining your vision clearly, defining your missions clearly will help you also guide you in whatever career path you want to go. You guide you the kind of things, the courses you need to take, the kind of university degrees you want to have, the kind of PhD you want to have, and all that. Versus the above bottom line, which is the strategy, the tactics you use, and all that to achieving these things. So oftentimes people want to go for tactics, strategies, without having a clear vision. And that's why you see them not going anywhere. So you have to first know where you're going. And then you can look at the strategy approaches for these things. So, or the tactics you want to use. So going below the bottom line before going above the bottom line, it's very key. Then coming to the issue of scholarship, I just give that as an introduction. Coming to the issue of scholarship, I wouldn't want to go back to what Dr. has said. He has said a lot on the main things in the scholarship. What I want to just mention is in selecting a scholarship, you have to look at the country. There are so many countries that they don't ask you for English, for instance, English language course. They don't want you. I've never applied for scholarship in my life, and I applied for only one, and that was the one I was selected. So because I don't want to have time to write English exams, I don't have that time to go and sit and write those English exams. So I choose countries. You have to select the countries where they're offering these scholarships. You have to look at the universities are offering these courses and the courses they're offering. You have to be deliberate in choosing these countries and the courses you want to choose. And then you try to avoid whatever you want to avoid. I choose the course that will avoid me writing anything English. This thing, for the fact that I came from English speaking country was enough for them to accept me. That was what I went to avoid all this writing, paying for exams and all that. Me, it wasn't even paying. It was because I hadn't much time to sit for these exams. I was doing many things and field work. then the course of your choice and how they link to your previous study. Now, when I wanted to apply, like I told you, I've never applied for any scholarship before in my life. I only applied for once, and that was the one I got. And why do I apply for this scholarship? I was working in the Northeast as the hospital project administrator with the International Committee of the Red Cross in a management position. And after having my MPH, Masters in Public Health, and then MBA, because I was a manager. And then when European Union came with this opportunity scholarship, I looked at my career goals, and I looked at the scholarship opportunity. I said, okay, let me go for this scholarship. Like Doctor has said, my case is similar to Doctor. I finished from Unijust. I never came out with 2-2 or with 2-1. I came out with 2-2. I don't want to go into the details of what happened. So I used to think that scholarships only for first class and then second class upper. So, but when I saw the scholarship, the criteria were quite a lot of criteria. But I focused on my strength, field experience, because they were talking about, because the humanitarian development work, they were talking about field experience. So when I was writing my SOP, which I'll come to it later, I wrote my HAP and I linked the course. I linked my studies, my previous work experience, and my future career to the course. And when I wrote that, my SOP and my application, usually if your application is not strong, they put you on reserve list. They put a lot of people on reserve list. But they gave me 2 scholarships because I applied. I'll come to it later. They gave me 2 scholarships. The first one they gave me was 1 year, and it was sponsored by Swedish government. The second one was European Union, which was 2 years, and you travel to different countries to study. So I declined the first one and went for the second choice. So I was never kept on a waiting list or reserve list because I was able to link even though my degree, of course, I had 2 master's degree while applying for the course. So it was also an added advantage. So they gave me the scholarship straight, admission and scholarship, fully funded. So in choosing your course, make sure you choose a course that you can link your studies, your previous study, or your little work experience and future career aspiration to it in that sense. Type of scholarship. Like the scholarship I got was by European Union, call it Erasmus Mundus. So usually the application process starts by October, and also the Swedish Institute Scholarship for Professionals. So these scholarships are very easy to get, and it's for everybody, any field you are. They are amazing scholarship for those that want to go for master's degrees. The application starts by October. So, but you have to start preparing your document. Doctor has said a lot about transcripts. The issue with transcripts, I don't want to mention Nigerian universities issue of transcript. I know what I went through getting my transcript in Unijust. And then you have to get this document. So the application process will start October, and then you apply for you choose a course and apply for Erasmus. Some courses you apply scholarship and admission at the same time. Like my course was the same thing. If you want sponsorship, you apply application, admission, and scholarship at the same time. If you want self-sponsored, you can apply only for admission, and then when they give you, you can now apply for scholarship as well. For Swedish Institute Scholarship, also starts October 1st. You can apply, and this is a scholarship that many Nigerians, like last year, over 200 and something Nigerians got this scholarship, both Erasmus and this Swedish Institute scholarship. So it's a very good scholarship for those that want to do masters. You can apply that time, and then if you go to the website, you can look at the courses you want to do, and then you can start preparing for admission towards October. Now, the application documents, like Doctor has said, I wouldn't want to say much. Your first degree, certificate, transcript, curriculum vitae, recommendation letters, English language proficiency, SOP. I wouldn't say much on all of this. I'll just focus on 2, which is writing your SOP. Now, Of course, I'm sure the mentors are already telling you how to write SOP. You have experience it too, as mentors that will guide you in that. But what I want to just mention about SOPs, connecting your SOP to your work experience and achievements, volunteering experience, and that's why you see, like last last um, last application, one of my students, I wrote a reference for him, and in the reference, I was able to talk about his volunteering experience with my organization. He got the admission, but unfortunately, he did not give him the scholarship because one of the referees could not submit that on time, the reference on time. And I will talk about that recommendation later, subsequently, how you can follow up with your referees and all that, because you can jeopardize your. I've had two people that have had this issue of referees in Nigeria not being committed to writing recommendation for their students and all that, especially the academic